Senate disputes Senators Kawus' 21 million naira salary claim. Federal government urges aviation unions to call off planned protests. 3 drug lords, 16 accomplices sentenced to a total of 302 years in prison. On the foreign scene, 16 villagers killed in eastern Congo as fighting persists despite ceasefire. Hello and welcome to Trust TV's news update. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us. Now, the Federal High Court in Lagos has ordered the interim forfeiture of the Senate confronted one of its members, Senator Sumaila Kawu, on Thursday, disputing his claim that he receives 21 million naira monthly in salary and allowances. Senate spokesperson Yemi Adaramodu dismissed Kawu's statement as inaccurate. The debate over the substantial paychecks of National Assembly members resurfaced following remarks by former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who over the weekend accused lawmakers of setting their own pay scales. Although the National Assembly rejected Obasanjo's claim, Kawu, a senator from the north, revealed in an interview with the BBC Hausa service on Wednesday that his monthly pay amounts to 21 million naira. However, Kawu clarified that his monthly salary is less than 1 million naira, and after deductions, his take-home pay is slightly over 600,000 naira. Despite this clarification, Senate spokesperson Adara Modu contradicted Kawu's claims in a statement on Thursday, adding further complexity to the ongoing debate. The federal government has appealed to aviation unions to shelve their plans for a protest over the deduction of 50% of the internal revenue of aviation agencies. This appeal came from the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, Festus Keyamo. Keyamo, in a statement signed on Friday, assured the workers' unions and other stakeholders in the sector that the president is concerned about the improvement of the aviation sector and will give their demands due consideration with the goal of finding a lasting solution that balances both the fiscal needs of the government and the operational requirements of the aviation agencies. The federal government says legal and diplomatic efforts are ongoing to recover some seized presidential jets. The Attorney General of the Federation, Lateef Fagbemi, stated this in a statement on Thursday through his spokesman, Kamaruddin Ogundele. The AGF described as inappropriate court orders against 3 presidential aircraft undergoing routine maintenance in France. He said that the federal government became aware of the interim attachment of the aircraft on Wednesday, August 14, 2024. The said temporary attachment, according to the statement, was made under ex parte orders issued by the Judicial Court of Paris at the instance of Zhongshan Funcheng Industrial Investment Corporation Limited, a Chinese company seeking to enforce a final award granted in its favor against one of Nigeria's sub-nationals, Ogun State. The federal government said that while further actions are being put in place to resolve the entire dispute through available legal means, its firm position remained that the aircraft in question are sovereign assets used solely for sovereign purposes and are therefore immune from attachment, as Zhongshan has sought to do. The Federal High Court in Lagos has ordered the interim forfeiture of a cash sum of $2.045 million linked to the former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godwin Emefiele. Justice Akintayo Aloko also ordered the interim forfeiture of 7 landed properties linked to the suspended CBN governor. Justice Aluko further ordered the interim forfeiture of 2 share certificates of Queensdorf Global Fund Limited Trust. The judge made the interim forfeiture orders on Thursday after taking an application for the orders in a suit filed and moved by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission Counsel, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Rotimi Oyedepo, who led Chinenye Okezie and Zinat Atikubala. Oyedepo also ordered that the orders sought are pursuant to Section 17 of the Advanced Fee Fraud and Other Fraud-Related Offences Act No. 14, 2006, Section 44, subsection 2b of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and the court's inherent jurisdiction. The senior advocate also told the court that the motion ex parte is supported by an affidavit deposed by one E.D. Musa, an investigator attached to the Lagos office of the EFCC. In a move to tackle flooding in the state, the Lagos State Ministry of Environment and Water Resources has commended the demolition of structures built on the System 157 drainage channel along Orchard Road in the Etiosa area of the state. The ministry's commissioner, Tokumbo Wahab, revealed this in a video and pictures shared on X.com on Thursday. According to Wahab, this development comes after months of engagement with property owners whose buildings encroach on the vital drainage path. He added that despite the engagement and the proposed redesigned plan, the property owners failed to comply with the agreed terms. In June, that the ministry similarly removed structures obstructing the free flow of rainwater and causing flooding in Okezio-Baja Street and other parts of Okota, Oshodi, Solo local government area. Still in Lagos, several shops have been affected as fire ravaged a 7-story building in the state. The incident happened on Sani Adewale Street in Lagos Island local government area of the state. Confirming the incident in a statement, the director of the Lagos State Fire and Rescue Service, Margaret Adesheye, said firefighters from the Ebute Elefun, Sari and Lekki 1 stations were dispatched after receiving a distress call and arrived at the scene by 5:33 a.m. on Friday morning. She said the fire, which started around 5:17 a.m., caused panic in the area as residents scrambled for safety. Emergency officials were on ground to extinguish the blaze, which has already destroyed items valued at millions of naira as of press time. No casualty has been recorded. To political matters, the Labour Party LP has rejected the 2 million naira fee for purchasing forms for local government chairman election and the 500,000 naira fee for councillors in the upcoming council polls in Kaduna State. The party has threatened legal action against the Kaduna State Independent Electoral Commission, KADSECOM, if it fails to revert the fees to the original amount of 200,000 naira for chairman and 50,000 naira for councillors. Trust TV's Bello Musa has more.
Addressing newsmen at the party's state office in Kaduna, the Labour Party chairman Awal Tofoki stated that the new fees set by the commission are unacceptable and appear to be an attempt to discourage opposition parties from participating in the local government elections.
Because initially, they said we are going to pay 200,000 for the chairmanship, then 50,000 for the councillorship. Suddenly, she changed, the chairperson changed. From 50,000 to 2 million, from 50,000 to 500,000 for councillorship. We feel they want to discourage other parties from participating in the forthcoming local government election. So that we are not going to agree, we are not going to take it lightly.
The party also emphasized the need to have an independent electoral body for the local government elections.
The Supreme Court have ruled, and when they rule, we are saying that INEC should hasten up every procedure so that every state will have independent to run local government election. INEC, please wake up to your responsibility and do the needful for the masses.
Tafoki urged the state governor Obasani to intervene by calling KADSECOM to order to avoid being accused of complicity.
Anybody contesting now is what you want to serve Kaduna State. So it is Kaduna State issue. Why should some people be deprived of taking part in these democratic settings? So we are calling on the governor to, if he's not aware, he should be aware that if the fee is not revised, we have no option but to go to court and make sure it's stopped.
Labour Party Chairman Kaduna State Tafoki expressed lack of confidence in the Commission's ability to conduct free and fair local government elections, saying they are only giving the Commission the benefit of doubt. He further called on the federal government to allow the National Electoral Body INEC to take over the conduct of local government elections nationwide. Bello Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.
The controversy surrounding the 573 billion naira disbursement to states has sparked significant debate between the federal government and various state governments in Nigeria. President Bola Tinubu had, during a national broadcast, said the funds were provided to states as a form of hardship relief. However, some states have contested this claim, stating that these funds were not direct grants but reimbursements from the World Bank for expenditures the states had already made under specific conditions related to the NG Cares program. Dorcas Yakubu completes the report.
On the 4th of August 2024, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in a nationwide broadcast, stated that 573 billion naira funds were released to the 36 states of the Federation as grants to cushion the economic hardship in the country.
More than 570 billion has been released to the 36 states to expand livelihood support to their citizens, while 600,000 nano businesses have benefited from our nano grants. An additional 400,000 more nano businesses are expected to benefit.
These, however, has sparked reactions from Nigerians after some governors, including those of Oyo and Nasarawa states, countered the statement, stating that the 573 billion naira is not a direct grant from the federal government, but rather part of a World Bank loan under the Nigeria COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus NG Cares program. The statements have intensified the call for clearer communication from the federal government regarding financial disbursements and nature of such funds.
This huge sum of monies were given, and nobody informed Nigerians. These were not gifts given to the governors or their family members. This is public funds, and it is loan repayable, and it's going to be paid by the Nigerian people. And it was secretly disbursed. There was even no news about it until when Nigerians decided to hit the streets and demand accountability, that in a panic response, we now heard that, oh, we have given the governors 570 billion.
From the evidence available, it clearly shows that the federal government did not give the states money, in the sense that the federal government made it look like it was a grant from the federal government. These were refunds from, I think it's the United Nations, to the Nigerian government, of course, the 36 states of the Federation, including FCT, on their expenditures during the COVID.
This discrepancy has led to confusion and criticism, with some citizens questioning the transparency of the government's financial dealings.
There is need for transparency between the arms of government. Once such disbursement is made, there is need for publication, to state categorically this is what this money are meant for.
The Oyo State Governor is PDP. The Nasarawa State Governor is APC. So we don't even know who to believe anymore. But I think I choose to align myself with the governors. If you say you gave such amount of money, you provide the proof, the evidence. You cannot just come and tell Nigerians, I gave so amount of money without anything to show for. We have grown past that level.
The president, if he's sure what he's saying, should come out to refute it. And let's see evidence, because we are living in an age where for whatever you say, it should be backed up by evidence.
The broader implications of this controversy touch on the challenges of managing public perception and the importance of clear communication in governance. With the country facing severe economic challenges, the need for accurate information has become more critical. than ever. Dorcas Yakubu, Trust TV News, Abuja.
This is a news update on Trust Elevation. Up ahead. Jigawa youths plant 1,500 trees to commemorate 2024 International Youth Day. More stories when we return. Please do stay with us. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. Now, a recap of our top stories. We told you that Senate disputes Senator Kawu's 21 million naira salary claim. We also informed you the federal government urges aviation unions to call off planned protests. Two more stories. 3 drug kingpins and 16 other offenders have been convicted and sentenced to a total of 302 years in prison for trafficking and dealing in illicit drugs. The drugs they were accused of trafficking are cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, cannabis and opioids, among others. A statement on Friday by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency spokesperson Femi Babafemi said the 19 convicts led the list of 414 drug traffickers and dealers convicted by the Federal High Court across Benue, Bauchi, Edo, Lagos, Ogun, Gombe and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, between July 1st and 31st, 2024, following charges brought against them by the NDLEA. Babafemi said one of the 3 kingpins, 50-year-old Bolanle Dauda, was arrested during an intelligence-led raid by operatives of a special operation unit in NDLEA at EBA along Lagos-Badagry Expressway while attempting to cross the land border to deliver the consignment in Ghana on May 25, 2024. Babafemi also said another kingpin who was put behind bars is 34-year-old Ike Stanley Ifeanyi, who was arrested at the popular Idumota market in Lagos Island, where no fewer than 1,100 ampoules of lethal synthetic opioid, fentanyl, weighing 6.480 kilograms, were recovered from him. He added the dangerous opioid is 100 times more potent than heroin and currently responsible for over 70% overdose deaths, as well as a major contributor to fatal and non-fatal overdoses in the United States. As part of activities to commemorate the 2024 International Youth Day, 100 youths in Jigawa State have embarked on a tree planting campaign aimed at mitigating the effects of climate change. Ali Rabiu witnessed the event and filed in this report.
The campaign, supported by UNICEF and led by the Jigawa State government, targeted the planting of 1,500 trees in semi-arid areas of northern Jigawa, where deforestation has severely affected the region. Speaking at the launch of the campaign, Governor Umar Namadi, who was represented by the Managing Director, Jigawa State Environmental Protection Agency, JISEPA, Engineer Sabo Muhammad, commended the youths for taking the lead in addressing environmental challenges in the state.
The issue of climate change is always here. The climate change is real. Climate change is real. So we have to ensure that we mitigate this climate change. We can only mitigate this climate change, among other things, by planting trees.
The program specialist, Water Sanitation and Hygiene WASH, UNICEF Field Office Kano, Dr. Ubalawan, who emphasized the importance of youth involvement in environmental conservation, said the youths have the energy, creativity, and passion to drive positive change. The youths have already planted 500 trees in Babura, with plans to plant an additional 500 trees, each in Megatari and Suletankarkar. Core members among the youths participated in the tree planting in Suletankarkar local government area, where they commended the efforts of youths geared toward addressing environmental challenges by planting trees.
This planting exercise has to do with reduction of deforestation and then desertification, which is caused by persistent removal or cutting of trees. So the state government have decided that at least they will plant trees so that they will reduce the happenings of all these climate issues.
Today, being 15th of the month of August, is a day set aside for UNICEF for our youth to practice afforestation, to plant at least a tree. That is due to the climatic change we are facing across a area like this.
The tree planting campaign is a testament to the power of youth-led initiatives in addressing global challenges. As the world marks International Youth Day, the youths of Jigawa State are leading by example and inspiring others to take action. It has been Ali Rabiu Ali, Trust TV, from Jigawa.
And in business, Nigeria is set to secure a $500 million World Bank loan to address challenges in the country's education and health sectors. This was detailed in a recent program information document for the appraisal stage of the Nigeria Human Capital Opportunities for Prosperity and Equity Governance Program. The proposed loan, part of the HOPE governance program, aims to tackle long-standing staffing gaps and enhance the performance management of basic education teachers and primary healthcare workers. The document indicates that the Washington-based bank may approve the loan in September of 2024. It also noted that the country would adopt national identification numbers and bank verification numbers to combat payroll fraud. Away from Nigeria, clashes between local rebels and pro-government militias in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo killed 16 villagers on Thursday. A government official said the latest violation of a ceasefire announced to help millions of displaced people in the region. The villagers were killed in Rutshuru territory, North Kivu province, during fighting between the M23 rebel group, which is believed to be backed by neighboring Rwanda, and local Wazalendo fighters, who often fight alongside Congolese security forces. According to Isaac Kibira, an administrative official in Rutshuru, the fighting has raised new concerns about the sustainability of a ceasefire that came into effect on August 4 to end fighting in the region and provide an aid to millions of people in need. Several other government rebels have also been violated. Separately, Governor Jacques Purusi Sidiki of South Kivu province in Eastern DRC on Thursday lifted the suspension of all mining activities nearly a month after announcing the ban to restore order in the mineral-rich region. The lifting of the ban follows meetings with mining companies and a directive to them to file tax returns and sign a pledge of transparency in the mining sector, according to a statement from the governor's office. Over in Pakistan, Friday, it had confirmed the case of Mpox, a day after Sweden recorded the first infection outside of Africa involving a new, more dangerous strain of the virus that has killed hundreds in the Democratic Republic of Congo. The Mpox surge in Africa prompted the World Health Organization on Wednesday to declare a public health emergency of international concern, the highest alarm it can sound. Sweden's Public Health Agency on Thursday says it had registered a case of the Clade 1b subclade, the same new strain that surged the DRC since September of 2023, and the first such infection outside Africa. According to the agency, the patient was infected during a visit to a part of Africa where there is a major outbreak of Mpox. Clade 1, epidemiologist Magnus Gisland said in a statement from the agency. The Mpox strain that caused the case in Pakistan was not immediately known on Friday, the Ministry of Health said in a statement. And in sports, Nigeria's senior women's football team, the Super Falcons, have retained their 36th position in the latest global ranking by the Fédération Internationale de Football Association, FIFA. The Falcons also maintained their position as the top-ranked women's football team in Africa, according to the ranking released on Friday, 16 August 2024. This ranking follows their disappointing performance at the recently concluded Women's Summer Olympics football event in Paris, France. The Falcons failed to progress to the quarterfinals after suffering 3 consecutive defeats, losing 1-0 to Brazil and Spain, and a heavy 3-1 defeat to Japan, finishing at the bottom of Group C. Following Nigeria in African rankings are South Africa 50th, Morocco 59, Zambia 62nd, and Ghana at 66th. That's it for news updates at this hour. For more of our news programs and documentaries, follow us on our social media platforms and on our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us at this time.